Hello, Nate.
Hi, Jimmy.
How are you?
Sober. How are you?
Sober. Salud.
That's called the sober cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jimmy, and this is my guest, also the consigliere of the show, the executive producer, the, what else are you? The stat guy?
Wardrobe.
Wardrobe consultant. He picked out these green socks tonight. Marvelous. We're in suits tonight, and this is Tropicana Talks. We're going to talk about everything tonight. It's a year-end recap. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. And it's all coming up
Right after this.
right after this. These are good, man. LaCroix. Is that French?
LaCroix.
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 Is it French?
I don't know.
Zero sodium equals innocent. It's innocent. Zero. Yeah, bro. It's getting a little weird on the messages down at the bottom.
Maybe that's why I can't get a zero sweetener. Maybe that.
Okay, well, I guess this is not G-rated anymore, ladies and gentlemen.
It's expired.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, first of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that's watched and listened to remember, this is also on Spotify, so they're not going to be able to see your beautiful face. Every single one's been on Spotify.
Okay, so just on the ears.
Just easy on the ears.
Nice.
A little listening pleasure on
Got a really nice face for radio.
So thank you so much for watching, for entertaining with us, all the wonderful guests that we've had on. Thank you so much for coming. And you've all been marvelous. I got to be honest, I was a little bit worried in the beginning going, I'm having random people on. I don't know what they're going to be like. I don't know if they have a personality for it. Am I going to be driving this bus and hoping that these people don't jump off and asking questions that are so random? But everything has flowed so well. And the best thing about this show is there's zero prep.
No.
We
sit and we go.
Yeah, there's zero notes. There's zero. I mean, I know these people, so I have just a general idea, but I want to be, my whole thing with these is I want to learn about these people at the same time that the audience does. That way I'm not like rehashing things that I already know. I genuinely like doing the interview as if I'm listening to the show. Now, I know that's probably the most unprofessional thing in entertainment, but listen.
But not everybody can do it. And it works.
It works so well. So
I've asked you numerous times, hey, what are we going to talk about with this guy? Who is this guy? For example, because you know more of the members than I do in the guests and stuff. Yeah. Like, I don't know. We're just going to jump right in it.
We're just going to wing it.
It turns out to be a great hour of chatting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, these guys they're great.
So what I've learned about myself this year, doing these shows and making these YouTube videos of golf and everything, is just like my preference in music, which is blues. Blues is very like improv. Like you just get up and you just go, let's just jam. Mm-hmm. And I think that's how my brain works. It's just very like on the fly. And I think if I have a structured order of got to do this and got to do this and got to talk about this, I get overwhelmed with it. And I'm like, oh no, I'm going to forget. This just works so well in my brain. And that's why I can also turn on a camera, go out on a golf course and film 7 holes and never run out of stuff to talk to, because I don't really have an agenda. Like I just play it as it goes. And my mind and my brain adapts to the situation. So anyway, I really appreciate everybody that's come on, and I appreciate everybody that's listening, and I appreciate you, Nate, for being here. I actually brought you a little something for your expertise. Now, this is something that I have and not many people have, but it's a staple on the show because, as you know, I'm always wearing this suit, and you're in a suit, so a little matching token for our executive producer, so you can tab yourself up. A little Tropicana pin.
Man, thank you very much.
That matches mine here.
That's very cool.
See that?
Oh, thank you very much.
It's a lapel pin.
Beautiful.
You can put it in your earring, or you can put it on your lapel.
What's a lapel?
Lapel.
Lapel. Oh.
It's French.
Oh, shoot.
Like
my bad.
No, that's your handkerchief. Your lapel
Why
is
is
here.
that a lapel?
This is a lapel.
Oh, this is the lapel.
That's a lapel pin.
Oh, this is the. I don't have a lapel.
You have a lapel right here, brother. That's a lapel.
My jacket. Touch it. Lapel.
The jacket is the jacket.
Is a LaCroix. This is a lapel.
So this is lapel. This part of your jacket is called lapel.
Lapel.
And that is a lapel pin. So you put that pin on a lapel jacket. On the jacket of the lapel. Yeah, you can do whatever you want with it.
Now or later?
Hey, that's a candy. Remember those now and laters? Hey, speaking of candy, Nate is the owner and operator of San Dimas Liquor and Freeway Liquor. I'm gonna give you a little preamble while you put your lapel pin on.
I love it. Thank you very much.
It goes right in this little hole right here. And we just got into the topic of now and later. Now and later is a candy. It's a hard candy. And
they have soft and chewy too.
They have soft and chewy, but it used to be like a hard candy and then it would get gummy or whatever. But I want to know from your expertise.
Yep.
There you go. There you go. You got it. Wow. Look at you, Mr. Lapel.
The hole wasn't real.
The hole wasn't, it was too tight.
It was fake, so I had to create a hole.
Wow. There you go. That's perfect.
Look at this. I feel like I'm certified.
You are certified. So we're talking with Nate, and Nate, like I said, owns San Dimas Liquor in San Dimas and Freeway Liquor in the city of West Covina, conveniently located off the 10 freeway, and Citrus.
Vincent.
20 more episodes and I'll get it. So liquor stores sell more than liquor, and they sell candy. You have a big candy selection.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think is the number one selling candy overall?
Does this include chocolate bars and
Everything.
Number one has got to be Snickers.
Okay.
Number two, Reese's Buttercups.
Really?
Oh,
man. See, I would never buy a Reese's.
Kit Kats.
I feel like Reese's.
Those are like.
Really?
Those are
more than candy, more than Skittles.
That's yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I would never buy a Reese's cup.
Really?
Never. I'll tell you why. Number one, I feel like I'm getting ripped off because it's two little cups and they're small. They're this big. You buy two of them and it costs the same as a huge Snickers bar. Like Snickers, I understand.
They weigh the same.
Do they really?
Oh yeah.
Oh man. How about Twix?
Well, how about those prices though, man? Candy has gone up.
You
just mentioned now and laters. They're not 25 cents anymore.
The prices are always low at San Dimas Liquor, ladies and gentlemen.
Not anymore.
So you're saying number one, Snickers.
Yeah.
How about candy, like Skittles?
So let's call it let's say fruity candy, fruity flavored candies, gummies, Skittles style.
Now wait a minute. Candy is not chocolate. That's two different worlds.
Same category, but
I don't think so.
Candy bars are candy bars. Gummies are gummies. You know what I mean?
Candy bars. I understand that, but okay, like regular candy, not candy bars. Okay. Candy, regular candy, Skittles,
Airheads.
Really, Airheads still?
Well, see, here's the thing though. The thing now is the fruity candies they're out in these little bags, like hanger bags. They're not really in those. Like, remember when Starburst came in that long?
Starburst doesn't do that anymore?
Yeah, they do.
Oh.
But nobody buys those anymore. They
Really?
rather get the Starburst in the bag.
Are the new, like, Frankie's Chamoy candies, are those outselling all the other candies now?
You know what? He just released, I want to say the last week or so, a whole line of snacks.
Oh, yeah.
And they're fantastic.
Yeah, they're great.
And he did a whole candy line, and he did a whole peanut.
Snack. Yeah, peanuts.
and
Spicy
stuff.
peanuts.
All kinds of flavors.
Yeah.
All kinds of flavors. And my favorite one was this one, it was a mild flavor. It's that that tahini stuff he puts in his cups.
Yeah.
He uses that spice on these peanuts.
Really?
And
I had
damn good.
I had one of his snack bags. It's all peanuts and like those Japanese peppers. Man, those things are hot.
I can't do it.
Woo!
I can't do it.
I ate two of them on the golf course by accident, and my eyes were like bleeding. It was a lot, but they are very, very good. He brings them and he passes them out at our events, and the guys love them. You know, it's a good golf treat.
Sure.
For sure.
Sure. It's good in between rounds.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Speaking of that, speaking of golf and such, I know you're not a big golfer, but this audience is a big golf audience. And to my audience that usually watches me on the golf course, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. And we are going to talk about golf today. But first, the first thing, now that we're 15 to 18, 19, 20 days away from a new year.
Yep.
And yesterday I posed this question on my Instagram, but I want to ask you in person. What is your 2025 New Year's resolution?
I actually thought about this.
Okay.
And it has nothing to do with myself personally or business or health or anything.
Okay.
I kind of want to discover more new things, especially music. You know, I can listen to Sinatra, Cash.
Right.
I can listen to Skinner. I mean, every day, all day.
Okay.
I just, I don't want to say like, I want to leave that era alone.
Sure.
It's just, I'm ready to find some good new stuff. And I haven't heard anything good that's new in a very long time.
I feel like you haven't heard anything new because you haven't been looking for it. You have to give everything a chance.
And I do, but if it doesn't get me the first
I understand.
couple riffs,
I get
I'm
it.
out.
I get it. I understand. And music today is different. And the reason it's different is because everybody can make music in their living room. Where it used to be, you'd have to go into a studio and it would take 8 months and write a song and this and the other. It was different. It took time. And then when you released it, you'd listen to the whole album because you know that somebody worked very hard on it and this and the other. But now it's, and I'm not saying it's bad because this gives a lot of talented musicians an opportunity that would never have this opportunity, but it's hard to hear everything because what do you do?
I mean, who am I to say what's real and what's fake? I just don't believe any of the new music. I don't believe not that it's not real. I don't know what the hell they're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're probably talking about a story that never happened or a life that they've never lived. And, if I want to, I'll go on the internet if I want to see that stuff.
It's definitely it's a young man's game for sure. Just like when we were young and our parents would say, what are you listening to the Beastie Boys for? I can't even understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
But we did.
Yeah.
And the young kids can. So music is tailored to certain demographics for sure. I mean, when the Beatles came out, the Beatles were kind of for everybody. Everybody loved the Beatles. Young, old. The older people didn't want to say they loved the Beatles, but they did. Elvis Presley, same thing. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was for everybody.
Sure.
Now there's just so much that people are content listening to what they grew up with.
Sure.
Let's call. I mean, there's not a lot of exploring new stuff, but there is a lot of good new music, and musical artists will always be
just tired of copycats.
Well, at this point,
I
feel like
everybody has inspired from somebody. They grew up listening to somebody and took inspiration from that. You know what I mean? I'm ready for the new thing. And I don't know what that is, but I want to find it.
Well, I don't think there is a new thing. I think music is music, and Chuck Berry did something that the Beatles stole, that Led Zeppelin took, and then the Ramones took it. And then Green Day took that, and it just goes Weezer and all the way down the line until you get to Run DMC, and from Run DMC, then you get all the hip hop, and it just goes and goes and goes.
I can't even tell you the last. No, I've enjoyed a few rappers. You know what I mean? See, we don't buy albums anymore.
That's the problem. That's what I mean.
We really don't.
You don't invest in the process.
How do you buy an album now? Do you buy an album?
No, you just listen on Spotify.
And it's free.
It's
never
free.
Have to pay for an album?
What I suggest, no. What I suggest you do is go on Spotify and click new releases.
Follow Tropicana Entertainment, first of all.
I think you click new releases on Spotify, and just let it run. And
fucking chicks with ukuleles.
well, listen, I mean,
my daughters love that stuff.
oh, really?
Oh, gosh.
Well, you have
I hear a dog.
a dog? I don't know what that is. Oh, I know what it is. It's the vent. You have the kids of the perfect demographic for that. So, like, you can just listen to what they're listening to.
I do, and it's so painful.
Wow.
It's so painful.
You need to explore. So, anyway, that is your resolution.
I would like to discover new things. Definitely new music. I mean, I love my music. I love my old music.
Right.
You know, I don't want to say I'm an old soul. I like the old stuff.
Yeah, for sure. The old stuff is great, and you grew up with it.
I accept the fact that there will never be another Johnny Cash. You know what I mean? I'm looking for the next era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I
don't want to hear a copycat of Johnny Cash.
Right.
Hey, have you ever heard his grandson?
No.
Dude, he's freaking incredible. You think it's Johnny Cash.
It's okay. So it's his son's son, or maybe it's his daughter, Roxanne.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But the guy, I mean, if you
is it country music?
It's blues and folk
Okay.
and country and
Rock.
If you were to not look at the screen and just turn away, you'd think it's Johnny.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I got to look that up.
Scary.
Well, there you go. You just turned me on to something new.
Scary.
There's a lot of new stuff. And I think asking your kids, you know, where do I get new music would be step one. Or just go to Spotify. Or you know what? Google, bro. How do I listen to new music? And it will tell you every place.
How do you listen to new music?
Yeah. I mean, hey, listen, that's what the internet's for.
Put on talk radio.
I heard on K-Earth 101 yesterday, classic hits, Linkin Park. I saw the screen. I should have taken a picture, but I didn't. It said classic hits, Linkin Park. Yeah. I go,
that's sad, but their new singer is incredible.
I don't know their new singer, but I guess that music's 25 years old. I guess that's a classic.
I guess so.
It's incredible.
Man, I was just at their shows.
Well, if you find any good music, please pass it on. I'm a music guy, so I appreciate new and old. I'm like you, where you know, I gotta have the standards. Like, I love it, but I know that Frank Sinatra is not making any new music. I've heard everything by Frank Sinatra. I love Dean Martin.
And
I've heard every.
I can't get it. My wife loves Michael Bublé, and he's fine. It's cool. You know what I mean? I can't do it.
I can't stand Michael Bublé. I can't stand.
It's nothing personal, but I don't like. I don't want to say he's a ripoff or copycat.
It's a ripoff. It's soy chorizo.
Sure.
It's almond milk.
Yeah.
Give me the real stuff.
I like it straight.
Right from the cow. I know what you mean, man. It's a hard thing to develop. Like, you got to just deal with the new stuff, and maybe something sounds like something else, but you got to kind of, if you want to branch out.
Into country a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't want to say like getting into country, but it's nice. I like it.
I love country music. I like good country music.
Sure.
Like Waylon and Johnny and that era is country.
Yeah.
Even Alan Jackson.
Hank.
Hank.
But those are the old dudes.
I know. Yeah. But there are new stuff. There's this new guy that I even follow on Instagram, and I don't even know his name, which is a shame, but he's really good. Yeah. Really good. And it's that just, I don't know, it's more old school than it is Kenny Chesney. Like, Kenny Chesney to me was not country, it was pop.
It was pop country.
Yeah, it was pop. I don't know what happened to Kenny.
That's Shania Twain's fault.
Yeah, Dixie Chicks and all that. They popped it.
They kind of sold out. They sold out.
No. Not they did their genre, which was pop country. And just because I don't like it doesn't mean that everybody shouldn't like it. Everybody liked it, which is fine. You can like it. And I'm not saying it was bad. It was just not my type of country music. But who am I?
I don't know.
So good.
If you're out there, keep practicing. You might be the next big.
You know what I liked? With a good vocalist, I think Chaconne's band could be really good.
Yeah, he had a nice Sublime vibe.
It was like that
ska.
reggae.
That's
It's ska.
Right?
It's ska. But I would like to see that with a singer and add a little vocal to that melody. I mean, I think it was great.
More cowbell.
So that's I like that. That's your 2025.
Yeah, I mean,
so if you find something, please let me know what you found and what you like, and let me investigate, because I don't want to get old in the routine of listening to the same stuff also. Well, unlike you that has no personal goals, I have been in a very terrible place with my putter. And it is killing me. I mean, I'm adding between 7 and 10 strokes.
From putting?
Yeah, which is enormous in golf.
Your short game is really good, though.
My wedge game is great. And once I get on the green, I have a mental block, or I don't know what happens. And I didn't even wait till the new year. I started Monday. I'm going to attempt to go to the putting green just 18 minutes every single day. Now, I know it's not going to happen every day. I know it. So 3 times a week is better than 0 times per week.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try as much as I can to get over there and just putt. And my 3-footers, my 4-footers, my 5-footers, I got to start making.
Am I allowed to mention a local place around here?
Yeah.
I heard that there's a local place around here who's going to do a big putting range.
Oh.
18 hole.
Glen Oaks.
Is it a 9 or 18 hole?
9-hole putting. Yeah, but that's not what I want. I want to go to a practice green.
Okay.
And putt circles around one hole, just over and over, and putt.
You need the obstacles.
No, there's no obstacles in regular golf. They're gonna make like a mini putt where like you got to bounce it off a wall.
Let's go try it.
Of course I'll try it. I have no. I'm not saying I won't, but I just need to relearn, because I used to be a pretty good putter, and then something happened.
What happened?
I don't know. I don't know what it is that I knew that I have forgotten, which I spent a lot of time. Hey, by the way, I know they can't see that. Is that sign new? The Quail Ridge Commercial Center?
No, I think they just cut the tree.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It was called Quail Ridge?
Yeah, that whole shopping center is...
I never knew that. Anyway, I think
I'm hungry, bro?
What? That's a weird name. Quail. There's no quails here. Commercial Center. Anyway, listen. I've just forgotten.
Like that sign.
What?
The screaming kitty.
Yeah, that's a crazy. That's where women wax, and it's a female waxing location.
You know, I applied there. They said no.
Would you go in there? Hey, listen. I know how to wax my head.
Oh, I'm ready.
Yeah, with the gloves on already. Yeah. I don't need the mask.
No, I'm fine.
I thought you'd be maybe you were overqualified.
No, they said, get the hell out of here, Nate.
Come back on Wednesday for your waxing. So anyway, yeah, it's a boring subject, and I spent so much time working on the full swing and learning different shots.
What you got to do, man. This is what you got to do, and I have the perfect tip.
Uh-oh.
This is your hole. This is your putt. You got to make it in that hole.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Relax.
Calm down. Right.
The ball's going to get here. But when you're 6-7 feet away, just get it around it.
Oh, yeah.
Focus around it. Don't focus on that. You're just making it too hard.
Well, here's the deal. Yes.
Get as close as possible. Tap it in.
In theory, yes. That is a very good process for a 15
just
handy.
Vision that hole is a lot bigger than what it is.
I understand that. And that's a very good idea. I call it the Tropicana hot tub.
This is a great bourbon, by the way.
I call it the Tropicana hot tub. And when you're 55, 60 feet away, yes, get it close. But here's the deal, Nate.
Sir.
If I do that from 6 and 7 feet every single hole, that's 18 extra strokes.
I've seen you golf. You're on the green on 2 swings.
Right.
Okay. What's another one more? What's another 1 or 2?
But listen, they add up. Imagine I get on every green in 2. Mm-hmm. Okay. I have to make 9 or 10 of those to have a really good score. If not, I'm shooting even par, which isn't terrible, but I need to get to that extra level of making the 6, 7, 8 foot birdie putts. Anyway, it's a long story.
Once
I'm
you start
going
punishing yourself over just putting, you're going to start hating the sport. And don't do what I did.
I don't want to punish myself. I want to improve.
I don't play golf for a reason.
Because you punish yourself.
Huh?
You punish yourself?
Oh, it defeated me. It defeated me. I started not liking the game anymore. I threw my bag. Enjoy the game, man.
I do enjoy the game.
Fonseca alone. He's a horrible influence. You know? Oh, my menopausal face freaking kidney stones. And you see how big those stones were?
Bro, I don't even.
Bro, you know what they would do with those stones in Harlem?
Shine them up, put them in their ears. I don't hate the game at all. I don't even hate the fact that I can't putt. I still enjoy the game, and I'm still relaxed and this and the other. But it's just a goal that I have. I just want to be better. I just want to be better at putting. The other stuff I have kind of never figured out, right? Nothing's ever figured out, but I'm at a point where it's 93%. So all I need to do now is just the other part of golf, the other 60% of golf is putting. There's a lot of strokes putting. A lot. It takes you 2 to go 380 yards, and then it could take you 2 more to go 15 feet. Come on, man. Like
on the first 9 holes, how many double bogeys would you blame on your putting?
I don't make double bogeys.
Bogey.
On my putting bogeys, probably 4.
It's not horrible, dude.
It's not horrible, but it's anyway.
Worry about it when you're in a tournament. You're not in a tournament.
It's hard to do that. It's hard to not worry about it
Buick.
and then worry about it when I get there. I'm not worried about it, Nate. I'm really not like, oh my God, I have to. No.
I think you need help.
I'm fine. I just want to practice putting and become a good putter. Anyway, thank you, Nate.
You can call me anytime.
Yeah. Thanks. Nate will just say, hey, just walk away. Just go home. Just
go to 13, bro.
Just skip that hole.
You've done that 12 times.
Let me give you a new song that I want you to listen to.
Have you heard this new Frank Sinatra song? It's called "Fuck It, Just Putt It."
Fuck it, just putt it.
Fuck it, just putt it.
Wow. Okay, so that is your New Year's resolution is to listen to new music, and mine is putting. So good. I hope that we both accomplish.
Simple, bro. Listen, don't set the bar so high. Don't set the bar so high.
You sound like a very good
you
remedial. You
can reach your goal by February, and you've got it made the rest of the 10 months.
Just take the rest of the 10 months off, make a few putts, and just take a nap.
February. God, I love this band.
I found 7 new songs. I'm done. Everything else, turn off the lights. We're done.
I just found out Kurt Cobain's dead. I love this band.
Too bad. Wait till you hear about Notorious B.I.G.'s brand new. You'll love them. Man. Hey, so future goals for Tropicana Talks. So this is the last show of the year because we're winding down.
No show next week?
No show next week. This is it. This is it. This is the Christmas and the New Year's show. We're going to take...
I can't do this sober.
We're going to take 3 weeks off, and we're going to come back in the new year. Now, the first episode is going to be the barbers of this shop.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to interview them because I feel like they deserve a big shout out because they are very... you want me to go get a couple guys from Home Depot to help you do that, bro?
No, they have this wax. It's super safe.
They're very crucial to the success of Tropicana, and they've helped build a great brand. So I want to have them on individually, and I want them to tell you about their services and how but they're so busy right now. I'm surprised they're not here right now because of the holiday season. Everybody's getting a haircut. So they don't have time right now, but after the new year, when everything calms down, they're going to be in here. But I also want some feedback, not from you, Nate, but from our listening audience. I want people to give some suggestions as to what they would like to hear, who they want on the show, and kind of what they expect from this. I love doing this, and I'll tell you why. Number one, we get to hang out in a busy schedule that we have. We meet here at the shop. Salute, my friend. Salute. Thank you for bringing that. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and good luck finding all those new bands.
You too. Good luck putting.
Fuck it, just putt it. Wow, that is super spicy. Now, okay, hold on a second. I know you're a pro, right? You're an expert. You're an expert.
I'm a professional drunk.
Well, you're a liquor expert.
Sure, yeah.
So tell me why this. Now, everybody's heard of Knob Creek.
Yeah.
Tell me why this is any different than the Knob Creek.
What do you taste right now after you just took
I tasted so much right there that I can't even.
But the experience is still going on after you just put that down.
Well, I want to.
What are you tasting right now? This is when you break down the layers.
For some weird reason, I taste vanilla.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
God, I'm so good at this.
Another one. Keep going.
I don't know.
Think about it. Don't overthink it.
I'm not that good. The vanilla hit me hard, but it was like peppery, like very spice oriented.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've had Knob
a little
Creek.
bit of caramel.
Oh.
Little toffee.
The vanilla hit me really hard.
Yeah.
Let me try one more. Is that okay?
Of course. Dude, it's more than okay. Just let it dissolve. Little sips. You don't rush the process.
I still taste the vanilla. I don't taste coffee, and I don't taste caramel. I'm sorry. But the vanilla is strong, but it's like a spice vanilla. Like it's potent, much more potent than a regular bottle.
Sure.
I feel. So what is this? This is single barrel select bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is single barrel. Oh, just this has your name on it.
Yeah.
So they make this specifically for you?
Yeah. So I don't want to say they make it. So what happens is I am on a barrel program, meaning when, let's say I want to buy something exclusive for my shops, I can hand select my own barrel and choose from which one I want, for example.
Okay.
Now, in this case,
It's already made. You just select it.
it's already in the barrel.
Okay.
So I'll get a bunch of samples. I'll taste a bunch of samples. And I'll think about which ones my
They
customers
send you the sample?
Yes. Sometimes I'd have to go to Kentucky,
Ah.
go there and select some samples there. And what happens is, depending on the brand, depending on the type, basically whatever's in that barrel goes to bottling. And a lot of the times they won't add any water to proof it down.
Okay.
So this is 120 proof. So all of their single barrel selects are at 120 proof. So what happens is when this comes out of the barrel, it'll probably be at 131, 132 proof, which is pretty hot. They will add water to proof it down to 120. You know, so the difference between, let's say, this and the standard Knob Creek that's on the shelves is the standard Knob Creek is it's gonna be a recipe. You can buy that bottle here, and you can buy the same exact bottle in, let's just say, Florida.
Okay.
It's gonna taste identical. Why? Because it's a recipe. They blend a whole bunch of different barrels together to get that same flavor profile every time. Now, with this barrel program, every single whiskey barrel tastes
Totally different.
different from
Wow.
each other. So
This is the
select
only
right
one.
Yeah. Once it's gone, it's gone.
So this is one entire barrel that you bought,
Yes.
and they bottle it.
And they bottled it.
Wow.
Exclusive for me. And the thing that's super cool about this, I didn't pick this. I actually didn't even know that I had that coming. I was surprised. This specific batch sat in a warehouse for like a year and a half. And for whatever reason, there was no communication. That thing was waiting for me for a year and a half. I had no idea. I didn't know it's because I didn't actually select it. The person who selected this barrel for us, he's 7th generation master distiller of Jim Beam. So he's like,
Why did he select it?
he's the master distiller.
Oh.
So his name is Fred No. He is an icon in the bourbon world. And he's retired now. And I think this might have been one of his last projects before retiring. So now his son, which is now the 8th generation master distiller,
Wow.
has taken over.
Holy smokes.
So this is cool. This is actually picked by one of the grandsons, great grandsons of Jim Beam.
So let me ask you another question. Do you ever save anything? Like, this is a very unique bottle.
Sure.
Now, I understand that you run a business and you have to sell these, but do you ever just put one bottle aside?
I put a few cases on the side.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you save them or you drink them?
Oh, yeah. I'll hold on to it. I always want something nice to show somebody later on down the road.
I understand that, but do you have like a collection? Like, I could see it as like every time Tropicana puts out a new hat or a new logo or a new something, I don't do it, but should I buy or should I keep that one item and just keep it in a vault and just hold on to it forever? And
for yourself, or you're just talking about archiving it for later on?
Just to keep it brand new, because eventually we stop making stuff, you know, or certain runs go out. But like, should I keep one item of everything I've ever made, and then 40 years from now be like, look at this collection that I have?
Depends. So, I mean, you have 1,000,005 hats.
I have so much,
you know.
So I don't know how I could ever do that. But I guess if I had a storage, you know, I could keep everything. But anyway, my question to you is, you have this barrel. Do you keep a bottle of this that never gets touched and you just keep it for yourself?
Oh yeah. So the first thing I do every time I receive a new barrel, is right away I grab 2 bottles.
Yeah.
One for me at home, and then one I take to my mom's house and I put it on her mantle. There's a very nice picture of my dad over the fireplace.
Nice.
And I put it right there next to him, and that's something I'll probably always do.
Good.
And I'll always put a few cases on the side too, just for later, for a rainy day, because you always want something good to offer.
Yeah, and you go somewhere, you want to introduce somebody to something, you have.
You know, it's always nice to tell somebody, you know what, I got something in the back I think you're gonna like.
Oh, I see. So you keep it at the shop in case of that special.
For this is gonna sell out soon. And once it sells out, it's done.
How do people know that you have this?
Social media and my regulars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there's people waiting for this, or they know.
Oh yeah, they know it's good stuff.
I love when people follow, like, nerd out on stuff. You know, like, he's got a new release. Like, let's go get it. Like, I think that's so cool that people follow things to their specific demand. Like, he's got a new thing, I got to go get it. Like,
I haven't picked a bad barrel.
Is that right? I do like this.
It shows in the consumer. You know, I'm not just tooting my own horn.
I still don't get the caramel.
That
I still
comes
get
later.
I still get vanilla. Oh man, it's good though. I do like that. So, do you do this with all the alcohol? Do you do it with tequila? Do you do it with
mostly just bourbon?
Okay.
But I do have a couple of projects in the works with tequila.
Is the new tequila the new thing, the Cristalino? Is that like the new?
It's a new category. I don't want to say it's like a.
They made it an official category now. You know that.
Sure, there's a lot of different categories now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not just that, but that one's the more.
I thought there was only 4.
Oh, there's so
or
many.
5.
There's so many.
Blanco, Reposado, Añejo, Extra Añejo, and now Cristalino.
And then you have Joven.
Oh, really?
Joven is one.
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, and then now you have Highland Reposado, Lowland Reposado.
Have you? What is Cristalino like the new thing? Because I hear it's great. I hear that, and I've had some of it. It's just so pure that people love it.
Don Julio. I don't want to say they started the trend, but they were really successful on their 70th anniversary. They did a white añejo. It was a clear añejo, and they never called it a Cristalino.
Is that the bubble?
It's a square bottle.
The bubble bottle? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like little bubbles on the side.
Comes in a black box.
I don't know about the box, but I know what you're talking about. A square bottle.
So it's basically tequila that's never touched wood before.
Yes.
But it's been arrested for a few years.
Not non-filtered. Unfiltered. They don't filter it. It's just straight tequila. There's no additives. Nothing.
Yeah. But people, I don't know.
They filter it through charcoal, I heard. Whatever that means.
People just enjoy shooting in Yeho, and I never understood why. Like, I'm a sipper, because
How about Blanco?
Añejo tequila it's very similar to this because they'll age it in whiskey barrels or they'll age it in French oak barrels. So, you're going to taste all the flavors if you drink it slow and you sip it. You will get that sweetness on the finish. But,
I love it. There's a whole world of bourbon connoisseurs, man. Just like tequila, there's a whole world of tequila people. I don't know about vodka. I don't know if vodka is a thing, but I know bro, drink vodka, bro. Let me ask you another question. Speaking of business, I know that your personal 2025 goal is more music, but what do you see with the shops? What's happening? Like what do you want to do? What do you?
I do want to expand.
Okay, and expand meaning add more space to a shop or more shops?
I'm thinking more shops, but I need to find the right people. Meaning, I can't do everything by myself like I've been doing.
Yes.
I'm getting to that age where I don't want to say I want to work less. It's just my day is full.
For sure.
My day is full.
For sure.
So I don't want to say give someone an opportunity, but I would like to expand with the right candidates.
I think you have a good business, and the best part of the business is that you have an expertise. You know the business inside and out, and that is something that you can't put a price on that. When you know the business, you've had it for 40 years. You know the business. I know
the business, and I enjoy the business.
You know the business, the liquor store business, and that is something that it doesn't matter how much you have in investors and this and the other. When you know the business, you know the business. And somebody would be very wise to jump in and say, hey, listen, let's.
They got to want to work, man. They got to want to work.
You mean work as in development of it, or you mean work as in stand behind the counter and ring people up?
I'm looking for somebody that wants to stand out in that community and be a part of that community. Be there behind the counter, just like I was when I was growing up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say I'm looking for the next Nate. No. I don't want somebody who's just going to say, oh, I just want to make money. I just want to make money. No.
You want to do something.
This is a lifestyle.
I hear you.
And
well, I'll tell you what. Today, I made an absolutely incredible
putt.
Sausage, egg, cheese, onion bagel for breakfast. So good.
With avocados.
No avocado.
Whoa.
Little hot sauce. And I thought to myself, man, if I could somehow sell this thing, people would line up around the corner to buy it. It was so good. A bagel breakfast sandwich. I know you have a liquor store. But if you could mix those two worlds, I'll tell you what, I'm ready to give my recipe. Well, listen, you're looking for the next Nate. I don't think you have to look too far. You know what I mean? Literally, there's the next Nate just living down the hallway from you. So there's that. Well, I hope that, I don't know, maybe somebody watching it is interested in that, and you always have my help. And I've told you that I would love to go and work behind the register of your shop.
Working the register is fun, man.
I think, I promise, that I love.
That's
the best part.
I can just do that and nothing else.
Yeah, that'd be great, right?
That'd be great.
I for some reason, people would probably be like, that's a terrible job. But to me, that's a great, I love that. I love that kind of stuff. Interaction with people walking in and, let me show you this. Let me explain this to you. Maybe sell you something else. Yeah. You know who's really good at that? Kind of in a harsh way is Pollo. Pollo will walk in, bitch, buy. Buy, bitch. Buy 2 hats, bitch.
Why don't you buy 3? Are you cheap?
Yeah. Buy one for me, he says. Buy one for me, bitch. So good. Well, I hope that works out for you. Let's talk a little bit more about this show. I'm looking at my hair in the reflection of the mirror, and it is
nice.
extra high today. It's a lot of volume, level 12.
That's Snoop Dogg high.
I think that there's a lot of opportunity in this next year.
I'm excited for next year.
I think next year, and here's the thing. This year was very heavy on the election. And here's a weird theory that I have. The even years are never as good as the odd years. We live in a society where it's every 4 years we choose a new president or re-elect a president.
I've been waiting for 2025 for 4 years.
And here's what happens. On the even years, we are either now doing the primaries where it all starts again, or we're electing a president or re-electing a president. So things are weird in the even years. People are conservative. They're nervous. And that nervousness shows in business, in fun, in life, in my opinion. 2020, disaster.
Yeah.
2022, whatever. This year, nervous. Now, 2025 will be relaxed. 2026, they're starting the machine back up again for the election in 2028. 2027, everybody's like, whatever, it's a year away.
Have you felt the vibe of people ever since
The election?
Ever since the election and
yeah,
results?
yeah. I think there's a, how do I say it? A calming.
Let's not turn this into a
political debate. I understand that, but I think you're right. I think that there is
there's that sweet smell in the air.
Yeah, it's almost comforting. Where 6 months ago there was a lot of tension, a lot of concern from both ends.
Sure.
It was a lot of, oh my God, what's going to happen from both sides. Now that the test has been sent in and graded, everybody goes, on to the next. And you forget about it. That's what I mean. So now the new year starts. All of next year, nobody's going to say, think an ounce of what happened in November.
I mean, the world's been on fire the last few years. Literally, the world.
Yes.
And it is still kind of on fire. But there's hope in these people's faces. And they are really excited for the new year. They're excited for the change. And we all know nothing is going to happen overnight.
Right.
Eggs are not going to be 99 cents a dozen by February.
No.
It's just not.
No.
But people are hopeful. People are excited. And you know what? I think that's great. You know what I mean? People aren't dragging. They are full speed ahead. They're ready. Let's do it. Let's wrap this up. And they're ready for a new year.
Yeah, it's the even years. I remember 2016 was the same way.
The energy is amazing.
2016 was so tense. The
What
Cubs,
year?
2016.
Oh,
That's the first time Trump got elected. The Cubs won the World Series. The world was on its rocker.
Do you remember the look on people's faces in 2016 after Trump won the first time? It was crazy. I saw fear. Everybody was nervous. I don't want to say everybody. A lot of people. Were very
nervous.
on edge. Like they had that look on their face like, uh-oh, what did we do?
Right.
Or, uh-oh, what the hell did you do?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's...
The vibe was like, the tension was thick, dude.
I think that's going to happen every time there's an election. And that's
Didn't
why...
happen this time.
No, it flipped. Yeah.
In 2020, there was still tension, but the tension was not as thick as 2016.
Oh, I don't know. 2020 was a disaster, bro. That was
The year
COVID.
was a disaster for sure.
That was COVID, and we're voting for a new president in the middle of a world pandemic.
The lockdown happened.
March 2020.
And the election was November of 2020.
Yes.
That's right.
So for those 10 months, those were the worst 10 months of my life. I mean, everything sucked, which ironically is when everything started for me.
Yeah.
June 2020 is the day that life kind of changed. I started the club in June 2020, and
I remember talking to you about that.
it just,
I'm like, what? What does that mean?
yeah, I know. That's what I thought. I didn't know I didn't even know.
You're going to quit your job? You got a family, man. What are you talking about?
I didn't know what was coming, what was happening, but I knew that people wanted to play golf, and golf courses were open, and I said, let's go. And so I created the club, and that exploded, and then everything else, all the media and Manolo and everything just came off the back of that, and which is the craziest thing. Where
that was cool, man. That was a cool day.
That was a cool day. That was a wild.
I remember calling you, dude. What the hell's going on? Are you watching this?
Yeah.
Are you looking at this?
I was looking at it. I was sitting in here for a while, and I was getting a haircut on that day, and I just remember refreshing the Instagram page, and every minute there was 1,000 new followers. And I was like, bro, what is going on? Anyway, in the midst of a world pandemic, a new life was created for Tropicana, and that was cool.
Hey, let's drink to that. That's
solid.
Hey,
appreciate
there's
it.
always something good that comes out of it.
Oh, there's the caramel. No, I'm just kidding. But I still taste that vanilla. That's really good.
Vanilla bomb.
I love that. Nate, we're working on.
It's not like you got to go home to a wife and 5 kids.
It's only 4. Calm down.
Oh, my bad.
Did I feel like we're like way over an hour. It's 9:00.
No,
it's 9:00.
We haven't even broke out the ice.
Save that for the next year. Let's sum up this year. Let's sum up the show. We had a ton of great guests. I'm not going to make you pick your favorite.
Is this a number?
11?
Yeah, but is this count?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, this is episode 11.
Episode 11.
All right.
So we had 10 great guests, marvelous guests. Got people that I never expected to come out of a shell, came out. We had a band in here. Robbie kicked it off, and it's just the wildest thing. Robbie came in here and told us all of his drug adventures, and the following week we had Robert giving us financial advice.
Yeah,
that's just so like indicative and so on brand for everybody in the club. It's like you're talking to a lawyer and then you talk to a concrete guy, and they're the best of friends. Yeah. It's Nacho and Ricky Hunter.
And think about it. We had a candidate that was on the ballot.
We had a political candidate on a ballot
that won.
Yeah. And congratulations, Michael. We're still waiting for that celebration party.
He just had he was just a part of, I think, his very first
meeting. I saw that. I saw him up there.
And
he's cool.
And I don't want to pat I'm not saying, oh, we had something to do with it. It's all him. But it's so cool to see, man. So cool to see.
No, I mean, we had his back. People knew it. And I think if we convinced,
I mean, all that collusion we did. I mean,
by the way,
he deserved it.
There's a couple Russians back there waiting for you.
What, bro?
I think that even if we got 5 people to vote for him, we did our job, and I think that's really, really cool. But it wasn't like this arbitrary, like, hey, we're going to pick a guy and be on his side. Like, the dude is good.
No, he's very capable.
He won because he's good.
No,
bottom line. He knows his stuff, and he is a wholesome individual, and I think he's going to do a great job.
He has supporters, and he has the support of the community. Sure. Yes, we put a microphone in front of him, but he did all the talking.
Yeah, no, he's a good dude, and he's a qualified individual, and he deserved it. Now, Nate wants to say that he got him elected, but hey, listen, I'm going to say Nate got him elected.
No, I'm just kidding.
No
way, dude. Just a little bit.
So anyway,
a little bit.
Just a little bit. We went down the entire spectrum, starting at Robbie, which is one of the greatest people on the planet to a political candidate. Look at this car going by right here.
Wow.
It has Christmas lights. It
looks like a fake car.
It does. Car. It's an old cop car wrapped in Christmas lights. Yeah, so we had the entire spectrum. We're going to keep this thing going. We're going to keep the machine going. We're going to have chats in here with some interesting people.
Do you realize that all our guests were the members of the club?
Except for Michael.
Yeah, except for Michael, but they're all
interesting individuals.
Very interesting, all from different planets, but they're all just great dudes to hang out with.
Yes, everybody has a story, and I want to hear everybody's story. And I want you to come on, and I want you to tell your story. And if you have a new business or something to plug, hey man, by all means, let us help. You know, we're here for that. So I'm going to send out another email to all the club members, because that's what I did the first time. I said, listen, I'm starting a show. Do you want to come on? So I'm going to refresh that list for January. So we're going to have a full docket of people. If you are not a Tropicana Players Club member and you think, hey, my story is good or I have something to talk about.
We want you to be fascinating.
Yes, and fascinating.
Yeah.
And marvelous, darling. Marvelous, darling. Wow. Send us an email. Nate, what's your email? Send it. Listen.
Screaming Kitty.
Send it to org. Send it to Nate. Send it to info@tropicanagolfshop.com. Info@tropicanagolfshop.com. And Nate will call you and book you.
Yeah, we'll book you, man.
And we'll get you in here. Nate's going to let you try his single barrel whiskey that has notes of caramel, but I can't taste it. And we're going to see if you can taste it. Maybe we should get that master distiller in here.
Oh, gosh. Dude, he's a legend.
Bro, I'll be hammered. I don't want that. He's going to bring an entire barrel. Be like, here, can you taste the difference? I'll be like, no.
It's good, dude. It's a fun sport.
Drinking's a fun sport.
Drinking is a hell of a fun sport.
It's a contact sport, though.
You should put that on a shirt.
Drinking is
my sport.
It's got to be something else. Drinking. I don't know. We're gonna figure that out. Nobody steal that. Okay. Don't tell them, Nate. We're gonna figure.
We'll edit that out.
Good. Nate, do you have anything else to say to close out the year, my friend? The last show of 2024.
Guys, we made it. I don't know.
We did make it.
This was an ugly year. It had its high points. It had low points. I always tell myself, hey, we made it. Let's get ready for the next year. And we hope it's a great year and it's just the same shit.
No, listen.
You know what I said at the end of 2023? I can't wait to 2024.
Every year, yeah, listen, you can't hype yourself. It's a day-to-day process. And that's why I started my New Year's resolution on Monday, because why wait? Now, I know that everybody goes into the new year hoping for the best.
You already started putting?
Already. 3 days in a row, 18 minutes a day. But what I wish for all of you is that you understand that no matter the year, no matter the day, no matter the president, no matter your situation, no matter your ailment, every day that you wake up, make it your best. And everything that you feel that is burdening you, and this is the end of the world, and I'm never going to make it out of this, and oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I promise you, it will pass.
If you ever have those feelings like you think it's the end of the world, come to San Dimas Liquor or Freeway Liquor. I got a prescription for that.
Oh my God.
We'll fix you up.
No, but really, I mean, there's a lot of people, and this comes with age. And when if I could tell my 19-year-old self anything at all, I would tell them, him, myself, it's all going to pass, bro. I would be so worried about certain things. Oh my God. I'm not going to.
The small stuff.
Oh my God. This is, bro, it's fine. Don't even think about it. If you can breathe, you can fix it. So don't spend the effort worrying. I mean, I'm talking everything. The most serious of things, relationships, injuries, issues with kids, your kids are doing this and that, and you can't figure out financial issues, you lost your job, whatever. I promise you that in 50 years, you won't even remember that it happened.
Yeah, it's not
breathing is the only thing that matters. And let me tell you something else. When the breathing stops, nothing matters.
No.
So, with that said, Nate, I know you have an empty glass.
Well, let me fix that problem.
I'll take one more. I wish you all, including you, Nate, a very happy holiday and a very, very, very fruitful new year. I wish you the best. And as my pal Frank says, may you live to be 103. And the last voice you hear is mine.
Salute.
Salute. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's, everybody.
We'll see you in 2025. Tastes like coffee.
Coffee? Let's go 2025.
Hey, Nate.
Yeah.
I forgot to hit record.
Oh.